Hi guys, my name is Jayla and welcome back to Life with Jay.
Right. Man, I wish I had some weed up in my system, 'cause I'm about 2 seconds away from just flipping out.
Today, I'm gonna be doing a part 3 of the story times that I've been doing. Basically about my love life and how that went. Yeah, basically like the first nigga who ever broke my heart. If you haven't watched part 1 and 2, I advise you to click off this video and go scroll on my channel and watch the other parts, because how are you gonna know what's going on if you didn't look at part 1 and 2? You know what I'm saying? So I just want y'all to be updated on what's going on, because I'm not really re-explaining what happened in the other parts. You just gotta go back and watch it. So before I get into this story time, make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. And comment down below more video ideas you'll want to see from me. And what do you think is going to happen in the next parts? Like, do you think it's going to get crazier? Do you think it's going to get better? Like, let me know down below in the comments. Without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this story time. So, as I said, this is part 3 of the story time, basically about my first heartbreak and how that went. I think the last video I started off telling y'all that like we broke up and stuff for the first time. And the last story time I told y'all towards the ending, started back talking again, even after everything that happened with, you know, him having a crush on my friend. He convinced me to get back with him, y'all. And me being stupid at the time, I agreed and got back with him. I feel like I didn't really fill y'all in as I should have. So I'ma just go back from what I remember. As y'all know, we broke up towards the end of 8th grade. And then I told y'all we had that little field day towards the end of the year. He didn't come. I didn't see him. And so going into my 9th grade year, I found out that I had a class with him. I don't know if I told y'all, but if I didn't, yeah. In semester 1 of 9th grade, me and him had a class together. And I think it was ACT prep. And we used to be in the library just doing ingenuity. If y'all know what that is, comment down below. But we used to be doing ingenuity on a computer. And we had, by the end of the semester, to finish like, it was like 400 something assignments. If y'all know how ingenuity is, you know how long the things be. But yeah, so we was doing like ACT prep questions on ingenuity for ACT prep. So yeah, we had a class together, and I remember when I first saw that we had a class together, my heart dropped, because I'm just like, I know this nigga dick up with me, and then I'm over here got a class with him. What? I first saw him and realized, dang, we got a class together, but my heart dropped, because I'm just like, bro, what? I remember my hands was just shaking. I was just so overwhelmed. I didn't know what to feel. I was angry, I was sad still, I was still hurt. Like, I started feeling myself getting like hot and nervous. Yeah, it was just a lot of emotions going on and a bunch of emotions going through me. So especially when I'm like overwhelmed or like upset or anything, my hands just starting to shake and I just get fidgety. Heart started beating fast. I felt like I was finna start crying, and that's embarrassing. I think I really ran to the bathroom. I'm just like, bro, what the fuck? This nigga not in this class with me. Like, remember I sat the farthest possible away from him that I could, because I'm just like, I don't even want to look at you. Like, it just disgusts me. I was just so overwhelmed with emotions, and I was just so confused. I didn't know if I wanted to say something to him. I didn't know if I wanted to punch him. I didn't know what I wanted to do. I remember he like would kind of look towards me, but like not try to make it seem like he was looking at me type of thing. And it was just so weird. Like, it's like, what is the chances that this nigga broke up with me in 8th grade? Then when it's to high school, this nigga is in the same exact class as me. I feel like my life is a joke. Like, I was like, my life is a complete joke. Like, what is my luck? Of course he gonna have class with me. Like, I'm just having bad luck this year. Like, so y'all know how I told y'all in the last story time that like, friend he had a crush on, which is my friend, had a birthday party. I think Pepper's birthday is in September, if I'm not mistaken. I invited to that birthday party and came to the birthday party, and then he showed up, and then I think I told you I was just like so confused. I'm just like, bro, why is this nigga everywhere? Like, at that point I just felt like I couldn't get away from him. He's at the birthday party, he's in my classes. I have to see this nigga walk around my high school, because what's my luck to go to the same high school? Like, really my life is a whole big haha, because but that was like the first face off we really had. I don't know why I just forgot that we had a class together. Didn't tell y'all in the last story time. I'm sorry. As you can see, I'm not very good at remembering things. Bear with me. And I told y'all, I think I wrote like a big heartbreak letter to him, and I sent it to him. Fast forward from that day on, we kind of started back talking because he was talking about it. He was just telling me that, like, basically the truth as to why he broke up with me. And then he told me that I have a crush on Pepper, so I broke up with you, like told you you need a break or whatever. So we had basically talked about it. We had this little like kumbaya moment, I guess, and give me some clarity on like, why would you do that? But it's just like, you're still weird, because why would you do that? What did I do to you? I just don't be understanding what I do to these people that make these people do weird stuff to me. I'm just like, again, what is my luck that I just get treated weird? Like, it's just a recurring thing. And as I go on with these story times, y'all will see how weird I got treated over the past couple years of my life. It's really crazy. We started back talking, and then he convinced me to like get back with him, and that wouldn't happen again, because I guess he didn't have a crush on her anymore. I don't really remember. The bullshit that niggas say. That nigga is a liar. The second time around, people was kind of surprised because they was like, hey, y'all back together? Wait, I thought y'all broke up. I just hate that, like, in middle school, like, something happens and then the news gets around the whole entire school. I'm like, nigga, mind y'all business. Yes, we're back together. Don't even worry about it. Like, second time around, in the back of my head, I'm just like, what if this nigga do it again? You know what I'm saying? Like, I was still paranoid because I'm just like, you go through that once and then it's just like, okay, you telling me, hey, it's not gonna happen again. But it's just like, in the back of my mind, I'm still thinking like, bro, this could happen again. Like, what if this nigga does you worse? Like, I was just thinking in the back of my head, I'm just like, I don't know. Now I just can see through people bullshit more. Back then, I used to give people second chances, third chances, fourth. I was just giving out multiple chances to people who didn't deserve it. And that's one thing I kind of regret, because, you know what I'm saying, I would have saved myself so much unnecessary trauma if I would have just stood on business and been like, no, we're not getting back together. Like, you booked up one time, that's it. But me being me at the time, I was just like, bro, I guess I'll give you a second chance, because why not? But obviously I was still going through that, like, to build my trust back up with him. So the second time we got back together, people was like, dang, y'all get back together? Dang, like, when did this happen? There was a whole bunch of questions, and I just didn't want to answer them questions. Like, yes, there's some weird stuff, but it's none of y'all business type of thing. Like, because I'm just like, at the end of the day, who is y'all to answer to? This is my relationship, this is my business. All y'all need to know is now that we back together, and that's just what it is. This is my man. That's really how I was, and I was real delusional. But anyway, in freshman year, we had the same lunch, so that just made it easier to like talk and like reconcile. And I remember he'll like come and sit with me and my friends. Sometimes he'll go and like talk to his friends after a while, because I guess niggas just get bored with the combos that we're talking about. I remember we would just be sitting together at lunch, and then he used to always want me to sit on his lap. I don't know if I'm plus size, because I don't know if y'all could like, he could look at you and be like, girl, you're not plus size. Like, what are you talking about? But I don't know, in my head, I just feel like I'm bigger than what I am. And I don't know if that's like body dysmorphia. I just feel like I'm bigger than what I am. But that's besides the point. Like, to relate it back to me sitting on his lap, it's like when I was with him, he was always wanting me to sit on his lap. I was just always so hesitant because I just feel big. And I was just like, oh, what if I'm heavy? At the time, I was self-conscious a little bit of my body. What happened? So it's like an internal thing. Like, I just always would be like, no, I'll sit next to you, and then he'll just be like, no, like, sit on my lap. You know how niggas be like, oh my gosh, like, they want me to sit on his lap. And mind you, he was skinny, y'all. So it's just like me being the thick plus size girl and being with like a skinny dude, it just gave me so much anxiety when he would ask me things like that, like to sit on his lap. It's like, I don't know why it used to bother me so much. I don't know why it used to make me so nervous so bad, because I don't know, in my head I just felt like I was gonna crush him. That's how I was thinking in my head. So I feel like he made me comfortable in that aspect, because I never really no one ever really looked at me when I was in middle school. But like, I like that tension and like reassurance. So that's another reason why I feel like I got back with him, because it's kind of nice having someone who likes your body, tells you you're pretty, things like that. But it's just like, obviously, I would make it a story time if it was from the right person. And then most of the time we used to text on Snapchat, so that's how we usually communicated outside of school and stuff. Fast forward, I remember I got a text from him. I don't know when. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, I don't know when this happened. Like, I can't even give y'all a specific month, honestly. Anyway, fast forward, things was going decent. Like, he didn't really show me any like weird signs. We was just together like a normal couple. We didn't really have arguments. Yeah, like now that I'm thinking about it, we didn't really have any arguments for real. Unless he like he was wanting too much, I'm be like, okay, I'm gonna check you right here. I think I said in the first video, I just feel like he was like overly sexual, and I feel like I'm mistaken that type of stuff for love. And I'm just like, mind you, we was in school, so I told y'all I was not comfortable with my body at all. Right now, I feel like I'm more comfortable with it. I'm more comfortable with what it looks like. Not comfortable, but I'm just like, okay, this is what I look like. I wasn't comfortable with doing sexual things, especially in public. I feel like that's kind of cringy. And he was the type of person who would like to like do PDA. And I'm the type of person that I'm just like, let's do this in private. This is better doing private. Because what are we doing? You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just so different in that type of way. Like, I feel like he was more bold and I was more like conscious of like, there's other people watching it. I was more conscious and he was more like on the bold side. He did not care and influenced me to do things that I'm just like very, very comfortable with. Like this time, he texted me. I was in my 4th block. What was my 4th block? 9th grade. I want to say Spanish. I think it was Spanish. But anyway, he texted me on Snapchat. Basically, he asked, could I basically make up a lie to like my mom and stuff, and I have to stay after school for tutoring so we can like spend more time together and stuff. So I was just like, okay, I'll try. And I remember I texted my mom on some, hey, I need to stay after school today to do tutoring. Surprisingly, she said yeah, but she didn't pick me up. My grandma had to pick me up.